Good morning, everybody. No intro today. I still need to set up my new dealio. So we're just gonna start. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to Puck and whoever else might be joining us from across the water. My name is Bug. I'm in a band called Bug Hunter. Hello. I will give a minute for people to show up. Because normally I kind of do like a 5-minute little intro with the map, but not today. Today I'm just going for it. I got my water. I have a piece of chocolate that I'm going to eat after this stream is done. And I got my capo and my picks, so I pretty much have everything I need. Coin asks, how's your new setup working so far? Yeah, it's good as long as you're hearing me clearly and seeing me clearly. I gotta still mess with my camera a little bit. I had to move it when I change things, and it kind of goes out of focus every once in a while, and I don't know why. So I'm gonna fix that. Besides that, yeah, there's been no slowdown or anything like that from the new computer, so hopefully that stays true. And yeah, the clock is fixed. Yeah, I guess it is fixed. Yeah, so I'm gonna play some songs and answer some questions. I see one immediately from Derp. It says, do you and Deep Link know each other personally or just good online friends? We did meet when I was in the UK. Deep Link came to one of our shows with the Narcissus Cookbook, and so I was like, just come backstage and come say hi. So I got to hang out with Deep Blue Ink, and also I watched the Narcissus Cookbook set sitting next to Deep Blue Ink, and then we chatted after too. So we are IRL friends. Cool. So what I do is I play songs, Bug Hunter songs, and then I answer questions and stuff. So that was kind of going off the rails and breaking my structure to answer that question before I played a song, but it was a good question. Okay. What do y'all want me to play? We got 18 people here, so y'all come to a consensus. I don't know. Let's see. Last week I played a couple of Surge of Confidence rewrites. I had 3 private shows yesterday. So yesterday was a lot of music. So I kind of like that idea. I haven't played this one in a little bit, but I'm gonna start with it just to kind of ease into the day. This song is one that I wrote shortly after getting married, and it is called Pebbles. Well, it would be a lovely start to plant some pebbles in the garden. Hope to grow a planet large that floats around in our backyard. And yes, your family still could visit. We haven't left the solar system. If they request consent to land, we'll accept if we are wearing pants. For most days, let's just float on top and orbit all our favorite spots. If we get dizzy, let's fall off a couple cozy astronauts. It would be a lovely start to plant some pebbles in the garden. If it won't rain, it doesn't matter, we'll water them with tears of laughter. At first there might not be much to it, no forest roads or rivers through it, a rocky globe to start us off, and on it grow the world we want. The neighbors will all think we're strangers, we wave at them from outer space, but I had to know just how it felt to grow something bigger than what I have built alone, a home I thought I'd never leave. With you and I can shape a world, the lakes and towns and everything. We'll put a planet in the sky, grown from pebbles, you and I. And if little aliens do invade, attempts at peace will still be made. I'll contact them with gifts, but if they reject those, I will insist on meeting their attacks with might. A big galactic pillow fight, and just before they win, we're told they're allergic to the whimsical. So I'll blast this song, and don't you know, the sweetness makes their heads explode. And look, they're filled with popcorn, so let's grab a snack, sit back and watch a show. I'm not a chemist, no, I am no geologist, but you and I can shape a world, the lakes and towns and all of it. And bit by bit, stone by stone, the pebbles take the shape of something else. It's growing bigger than myself. Good timing, Mars. You're like jams, but Mars. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Who do we got watching here today? For anybody who just joined, that was a song called Pebbles by a band called Bug Hunter. So we got Yarn Monster, we got Mars, we got Peeker the Random Poster, listening to Pebbles. Puck is here. Oh god, I always forget. Shweshe? I just need to write it down and just like tape it to the side of my monitor so I always know how to pronounce it. Shwashi. But you're here and I appreciate that. Jenny Mo is here. Bull Perso, Carry Coin, Making Monkey, yeah, Candy, Baked Ice. See a lot of familiar names. Captain is here. Awesome. Niels is listening at the very least. Maybe not willingly, but Niels is listening. Knacker is here. Alex is here. And Sunshine, of course. Zeldamon's here. So yeah, let's do a cozy Q&A. I'll tell y'all what I'm working on. I've got updates since last week, so I got a question. What other song ideas do you have in your head? Hey, that's a really good question. Because I'm about to show the world sometime this year. I have written the next Bug Hunter album. I'm refining it right now, but it's in a spot where I am comfortable enough to know that it's going to be happening soon. This will be the 5th time that I've done this, so I kind of have a pretty good gauge of when something is close. So I'm going to be launching a Kickstarter before the end of the month. I am currently just waiting on a couple of things that are not in my control, and then a couple of things that are in my control. So here's the plan. I'm planning on launching a Kickstarter soon. I think when I put a date on the calendar for when I was targeting for the Kickstarter to be ready to go and launched, it was yesterday. But there's a couple of things that I was like, all right, well, I have some things that I need to wait for. So I will take advantage of this extra time to do some extra stuff. So I have been booking tours all week. I've literally spent the last 9 days doing nothing from when I wake up to when I go to bed, besides researching venues, emailing venues, responding to venues, calling venues, and I've made a lot of progress. If I could be a couple of days from being done. I could be a month from being done if there's a couple of stubborn holdout cities that won't get back to me. At a certain point, you just gotta call it and announce a tour to get tickets up for people so they can plan, and then maybe add dates later. But play one chord from any song, sure. I need a capo for it though if I'm gonna do it. Cool. So that is gonna be a chord on the new album. I'm very excited for. Anyways, back to tours. So I'm trying to get the tour schedule done by the time we do the Kickstarter, so that it's also just one big thing. Like, hey, we're going on tour. Here's a Kickstarter for the new album. There's tickets, there's support, there's just everything there just to get the maximum number of eyes. Because every year we go on tour, and a week after we get home, someone's like, hey, will you please come to Chicago? And I was like, I was just there on Saturday. Why weren't you there? And so, for us, just making it so that doesn't happen as often is great. So everybody hears about it. So, everybody liked the new chord. Cool. Oh, glad I went with it. That was a close one. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing right now, booking tours. If anybody has any questions about the upcoming tour, I can try to answer them in a non-spoilery way. Some of it might be spoilery, but there's so few people here, and y'all won't tell anybody that I can just tell y'all. Let me get my schedule up here. See what we booked. Yeah, we're half done. Seeing a few gaps still. Tour. It's all U.S. dates, at least for the first half of the year. I haven't ruled out. Oh no, wait, okay. So let me back up. I can announce that I'm going to be playing in Toronto, Canada, March 17th, but that's not part of these tours. So I'll be in Toronto for my first Canada show ever, March 17th. So very excited for that, but that's not part of the tours. That's just a thing that I'm doing. Okay, so I can answer a couple of these questions. San Francisco Bay Area, yes. We have something lined up in Berkeley, so that is happening. Candy wants to know, are we playing all ages venues? Yes, I am committed to all ages venues, to my own detriment sometimes. I had to turn down a very cool one because I want everybody to be able to come. So yeah, we're gonna have all ages venues unless the only option is no show. If it's no show versus 21 plus, that's the only way we will take a 21 plus venue. Otherwise, so far so good. We're all ages everywhere. But like I said, we still have about half the cities to go, maybe a little less than half. Am I coming to Boise, Idaho anytime soon? I was in Boise last July. I can't confirm Boise, but it's on my map. So, if you know any venues in Boise. Peeker wants to know about Wisconsin. Same answer as Boise. Can't confirm, but it's on my map. Bob wants to know about Florida. Florida is not on the route this year. We came to Orlando last year and had a very good time, and the only reason we're not going to Florida again is because of the amount of time that it takes to get in and out of Florida, especially Orlando, kind of a larger city where we can actually pull an audience, is it takes a lot of time to get down there. We'll get back to Florida eventually, but this year we just couldn't fit it into kind of the loops we're taking. So. Yes, Mars is right. It's on my map. Boise is on my map. Can you believe it? They didn't forget it. Nebraska on my map. Not confirmed. Baked Ice wants to know, do you have any plans to have any singles off the album or just release it all at once? Yeah, we're going to do singles. We've already done Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost, so there's already one. I'll do at least 2 more, potentially 3. Texas Gulf Coast. I can confirm Dallas. That's the only Texas I can. The only Texas I think that's on our plan. We love doing that like Houston, Austin, Dallas circuit, but with the schedule, we're coming from Denver, and Dallas is just the closest one, so we had to pick. Yeah, Dallas is happening. I think we've locked in Dallas. Hey, Dad. Have I reached out to any other animators, or will you be with the only one that did some of the stuff like We Got I Love You? Yeah, Deep Blue Ink is... it feels like almost like our in-house animator at this point. I'm definitely open to it. Not to say that I don't love Deep Blue Ink's animations, but you know, I think Deep Blue Ink does the style fits very well with kind of some of our sillier songs, but I would have trouble imagining a Deep Blue Ink animation to like Deserve Me or Take It Back. So, you know, in those cases, if I wanted to make some kind of more subdued animation, I might try and reach out to somebody else, but nothing's on my roadmap right now. Bug Hunter Ant Farms. I feel like I don't have the knowledge to sell live animals. It just feels like I would be in over my head. Carried Coin says, do you think you'd ever work with Deep Blue Ink, Firewood, someone else to create a music video for a song that's been out for a while? Yeah, I mean, Too Bad, Too Bath and a Ghost was actually the only video that we made that was for a song that was like releasing when it released. Pine Cones was about 4 months late. No, that's not true. 2 months late. August to October. Yeah, it was about 2 months after the album came out. But Disco was released in 2021. Be Glad I Love You and Toddler were both in 2021. where Be Glad I Love You and Disco were released in 2018. So yeah, we kind of did some backlog music video stuff during COVID because we couldn't tour, and I wasn't really feeling like writing new music because I had just written Bigger Than Myself and we hadn't had a chance to tour with it at all. So I was like, why would I, get more music out really quickly when we haven't played this music yet? So we decided to spend 2020 and 2021 focusing on like backlogging our music videos. It's not a very good business move to do that because you want hype. New song, new video. You're gonna get maximum kind of views and kind of return on that, which we saw. Too Bad and the Ghost, over 1 million views. So there's something there. But yeah, we're not opposed to going back in the discography and making something if we feel like it's a compelling idea. So. Are you planning on any Europe tours in the future, Bulgaria or England? Yeah, we came to the UK last year and toured with the Narcissus Cookbook. We're gonna do that again eventually. There's no doubt in my mind that we'll do that eventually. Whether it's this year or next is the question. So, my dad is throwing out Toadsuck, Arkansas as a name, which is very funny. I have a very funny story about Toadsuck, Arkansas. When I lived in Chicago, I was in 7th grade taking Spanish class, and my Spanish teacher, in just the teaching us whatever it was, like location names or directions or whatever it was, streets, roads, highways, whatever it was, in his example, he would always use the city Toadsuck, Arkansas as like his example of, we're driving by Toadsuck, Arkansas, and I always thought he was just making up that city name until I moved to Arkansas like 10 years later, and then was driving out towards Mississippi, and then there was a sign for Toadsuck, Arkansas. So Sunshine wants to know when the sad stream will finally be upon us. I said January. Today's the 15th, so that gives me 3 more chances. Okay, sad stream's gonna be this Wednesday. I'll do it this Wednesday because I don't want my sad stream to interfere with me launching a Kickstarter for a new album. So yeah, tune in 8 p.m. Eastern Wednesday, and I'll do a sad stream. And not even that my songs are sad. Like, the songs I'm gonna play aren't sad songs. I feel like they're actually pretty hopeful songs, but they're just a lot for a YouTube stream. So. Ben B wants to know, would you ever remake another Surge of Confidence song like Headlights? Yeah, I have The Chase and Swallowing Gum. I have instant good news for you. If you want to go back to last Wednesday's stream, so like 4 days ago, I played both The Chase and Swallowing Gum updated versions live. I haven't recorded them yet because I just haven't done it yet. That's my only reason. But I have rewritten them, and I showed them off in like some Zoom shows last year, and just figured, hey, I'll just play them. Can't hurt. Swallowing Gum is pretty majorly changed, except for the chorus. The Chase is less modified. I just swapped out the second verse for a new second verse, but. Crimson wants to know if there's going to be an official Surge of Confidence stream. Maybe I'll like do like a stretch goal on the Kickstarter that if we meet our goal and we need another target, I'll do like a full Surge of Confidence playthrough with original lyrics to everything. If we get to. Yeah, I think I'll save that for a stretch goal, because that's something that I really don't want to do, because I have to go relearn the old songs. But if that's something that I can dangle a carrot for the funding, then I'll do it. Yeah, cool. Good idea, everybody. This has been a great meeting. Good brainstorming meeting for Kickstarter ideas. Okay, should I play a song? I think I should play a song. What did I just play? I already forgot. Pebbles. Okay, so Bigger Than Myself is out. Oh, that's a really good question, Morris. Are there any other cool ways we can support you aside from future Kickstarters and tours like daily merch? Nope. That's it. So this next song is, it's off of an album called The Rough Draft, and it goes like, oh, I haven't played this in a while. This is a song that I wrote. I wrote this one for Torn Between a Couple, but it was very bad, and nobody would have liked it. So I gave it some time to bake, and really dug deep down into why I play guitar and why I'm doing this at all. And I came up with this. I put in all my hours. I'm playing every night just to get a little better at guitar. I'm taking singing lessons at $80 a lesson. Who the hell am I impressing? And why do I work so hard? I searched my soul, dug deep below to find the answer. I think the reason for it is I was an ugly kid with a handsome older brother. Yeah, I was a catch, like a cold or an ugly fish. I knew what to do, wear my talent like a mask and hope it magically distracts you. But I'm back, I practiced my acts together, I got better, and I'm going to prove. I didn't know her in June, I got her screen name as valuable as gold or anti-social kids in 10th grade. I spent the rest of my vacation glued down to my chair, was afraid to miss a second of our digital affair. Cause when summer ended I would finally be the guy I tried to be in person but could only be online. The first day of the school year we get our seat assignment. I ended up right next to her and we just sat in silence. And I wouldn't wish that awkwardness on anybody. I think the reason for it is I was a chubby kid with an athletic older brother. Yeah, I was a catch, as in I was easy to catch during tags. I was fat, I knew what to do. I will chase a newer passion cause I'm sick of nothing happening. But I'm back, I practiced my acts together, I got better, and I'm going to prove. And I have hit the bottom and lost, tossed and goshed. I've been burned by gossip, and I have gone full hot topic. Was an ugly duckling cross with a few hot pockets. And I'll be damned if where I am is not what I worked for. I think the reason for it is I wasn't talented when all I wanted was attention. Yet I was in no way you're catching life through love. I knew what to do it cause I love it and one up my older brother, yeah. Now I'm just playing cause I've stopped dying from embarrassments, hiding from comparisons. I'm driven, I got visions, I'm ambition, and a point to prove. Thank you, everybody. That was a song. That was a song is my sequel to This Is a Song. Appreciate it. Let's do some more cozy Q&A. Mars, that reminded me of the time that I was very blurry and out of focus. I think it wants to think like my ukulele is like the thing in frame. Mars, that reminded me of this time that I posted something about Bug Hunter to a site called Imgur, and I didn't post any links to my music. I just kind of like telling a story about something that happened, and somebody just asked, could I have a link to your music? And I said sure, and I rickrolled them, and I lost my opportunity because that post made the front page of Imgur, and I think kind of on the back of me just rickrolling that person in the comments, but it was worth it, and I'm doing all right. But yes, Mars, thank you for teeing me up. I do have a website that you can help support Bug Hunter. Interestingly, we have a handwritten postcard of the day, which is still available. And today, it's a really good one today. It's for a song called Braggin', and it's the pin that shit up on the fridge line. So yeah, if you want a handwritten postcard from me that I will write as soon as the stream is over and then mail to you in the mail, only one person gets it for any particular day, and it could be you if you go to my website, yeah, you can have that. And if it says sold out, it means that somebody else got there first. Kirby's here. Sunshine wants a pose for today's art. I'm gonna do this just so you have to draw more stuff. So there you go. Now you have to draw two things. Wolf Gaming, first time here. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Have I ever broken an instrument before? Yes, not on purpose. The original guitar that I wrote Surge of Confidence and Torn Between a Couple and Jammer Kraken on, I had it in a soft gig pack around on my back, so like the strap came around the front here, and then it was like that, and the little clip that clipped the strap to the actual rest of the case just failed. It just it was plastic clip, and it just snapped off, and so I was just standing there, and my guitar just dropped off my back and hit the ground, and I was rushing to make a train to get down to see Ladybug, and so I picked it back up and I carried it, and I got on the train. It's packed. I can't even like open it up to see, and I got to where I was going and opened it up, and there's just a huge crack right here, and like it technically, like, you can still play it, but if I were to like rub my arm against it, it would give me like splinters. So I have retired that guitar. It's now I think it's in Nashville. I think it's at my parents' house. But yeah, that's the only instrument that I've broken, and it was an accident. So I was bummed about that. And then I got my second guitar that I recorded the rest of the rough draft with, and then I got this one shortly after that, and this is the one that I wrote Bigger Than Myself and this next album on. So I don't know if there's a sentimental attachment to guitars that I write things on. I guess it doesn't totally matter, but yeah, that's the lore behind this one. This one's got 2 albums on it. Um, okay. Have I thought of doing anything else other than music? Well, it's a good question, but I have done many other things that aren't music. I just started doing music full time last year, so I quit my job at the end of 2021 to pursue Bug Hunter full time. So as of right now, not really looking to career change. I'm getting this one off the ground. But I do, outside of music, I do love designing board games. So if anybody wants to play test my board game Bug Out, join our Discord and ask about it. It's in Tabletop Simulator, and it's very fun. Baked Ice wants to know, what is my favorite flavor of pie? Favorite flavor of pie. Kind of rolls off the tongue. Favorite flavor of pie. Favorite flavor of pie. Yeah, I like that. Depends. Is there ice cream involved? Because, all right, so here's how it breaks down. Here's the how I'm gonna break down pie favoritism categories. If I have access to Cool Whip or whipped cream, pumpkin pie, it's the best one. If there's no Cool Whip or whipped cream, pumpkin pie is like ranks bottom 10 because it needs that. If I have like vanilla ice cream, I'm gonna go with an apple. I'm gonna go with an apple pie. But I like an apple crisp probably more than a pie. I don't know if that disqualifies it, but I would go apple pie. If I don't have anything else, if it's just I have to eat this pie and that's it, no accoutrements or toppings, I'll go cherry pie. So, yes. So now you all know. My pie preferences. Wolf Gaming's been learning how to play Deserve Me on drums, and say it's amazing. Definitely one of my favorites to learn. Yeah, that was in the Marcus era of Bug Hunter. Marcus, it's very fun. The current drummer of Bug Hunter is Kyle. He's my buddy from way back freshman year of college. We lived in the dorms together. But there was a brief period of time where Kyle was living in California, I was living in Seattle, and I was putting together a band around Bug Hunter in Seattle to play like local shows. And so we gathered a group of dudes around, and one was Jesse Galloway, who is still currently with the band playing guitar and bass and kazoo and piano. And then our drummer at the time was this guy named Marcus. And Marcus was like this punk rock dude. Like he played in like a screamo band with like a double bass pedal. Just the nicest guy in the world. Anyways, but like the sensibilities around it, like he's a drummer for, he could drum for Avenged Sevenfold and he was drumming for Bug Hunter. But he kind of brought that, you hear it in Disco, and you hear it in kind of Piano Teacher and like Deserve Me, where he just has like kind of this pop punk kind of sensibility. We bonded over how we both love Paramore. And so anyways, Marcus then left Seattle to go hike the Appalachian Trail for a year, and then he settled in Portland, Maine, where he now owns a bar called the Paper Tiger. And they have, if anyone's ever been to it, I've had a couple people reach out to me over the internet and just say, hey, I'm at this bar in Portland, Maine, and they have a mocktail named after your band. There's a mocktail there called the Toddler with the Slingshot, because Marcus knows that I don't drink, so he named a mocktail after the band, which is very fun. So, anyways, that's my story about Marcus, because he drummed for Deserve Me. It has nothing to do with what you're talking about, but anyways. I love Marcus. I miss him. I just texted him the other day. I got to see him when we were in Boston. If anybody was at the Boston show, the first Boston show last year, he was there. And we, it's fun because at the Rough Draft release show, Marcus was drumming for us because we just recorded the album, but Kyle just came up to Seattle for the show. Just like I said, he's just a bud, and he's wanted to be there for the event. And Kyle hopped on stage to play a little like a tambourine. I think he was doing a little tambourine at the end of "The God I Love You." And so at the Boston show, Kyle was drumming for us, and so Kyle threw a tambourine over the crowd to Marcus, and he did some surround sound tambourine work on "Be Glad I Love You" during that song. So, yeah, it was really fun. Hopefully, he'll come see us in Boston later this year when we're in Boston. Cool. How about we do one more song? That's kind of what I'm feeling. Yeah, one more song feels good. We've done a rough draft. We've done a bigger than myself. So let's kick it back to Torn Between a Couple. What do y'all want to hear? Start throwing it out, and I'll. All right. So far, nobody has named a song off of Torn Between a Couple. So. We're going to keep trying until someone names a song off of that album. Making Up Words. I feel like I played that last Sunday, so I might not do Making Up Words. Slow Burn's a good one. Boogie Pete is not on that album. Try My Best is Slow Burn. A lot of people saying slow burn. My mom wants me to play slow burn. My dad wants me to play slow burn. Puck wants me to play slow burn. And Mars wants me to play slow burn. I guess I gotta play slow burn, huh? That was a cool little song that I was just singing, so maybe I'll write a song that sounds like that. Let me tune this bad boy up. I'll do it on uke because it just sounds better on uke, I think. But I wasn't prepared to play uke, so I gotta tune it up. That's correct. That's too tight. That's correct. Nope. Too loose. That's correct. All right. I originally wrote this song for Surge of Confidence. And like all songs that I wrote for one album that came out on a later album, it was very bad. So I took it back and rewrote it kind of near the end, I think, of writing Torn Between a Couple, because I always really loved this little riff here. How it sounded on ukulele. And I remember hanging out at an open mic in Seattle, and I met this songwriter named Elena Loper. And we had run into each other several times, kind of just around the open mic scene, as you do when you are just going to open mics 4 times a week. And her voice is beautiful. And so I asked her if she wanted to like work on doing some harmonies for a song. And she agreed. And that we did this one first, and that led to having her come back and do the harmonies on Dear McCracken like a month later. But I love the recording of this song, and I wish that I could play it live as good as it sounds with those harmonies, but just me. So I'll do my best. This song's called Slow Burn. Cue the music, let it build. The melancholy soundtrack of a summer indie film. I'm the quirky, unconventional leading guy. I say stupid garbage no one's ever said in their real life. Like I've been taking bigger breaths lately, 'cause you told me not to hold it, waiting for you to come in. kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips, and a slow burn. My heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up. I'm up next. Slow burn, cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. So let's stay home tonight, my love. I don't like crowded rooms or the silly folk that fill them up. My introversion's not a charming trait. My wit's not good for much, but thinking up useless stuff to say, like my hopes are sleeping quietly in bed. 'Cause you told me not to get them up, dreaming one day you'd come in. Slow burn, I'd trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips, and a slow burn. My heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up. I'm up next. Slow burn, cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. I held on to hope when it's best I forget her. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. 'Cause love has a spirit, and I followed the letter. I didn't know better, so I didn't get better. I've loved her so long, and I can't quite remember that all of my eggs in her basket won't hatch. But I counted each one, and now I want them all back. Slow burn, I trade a kiss from her for a laugh to pass your lips, and a slow burn. My heart goes pitter patter, pitter patter, batter up. I'm up next. Slow burn, cause it's the only light I know. So while there's some hope for you and me, I burn real slow. Tiny little claps. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you. As always, coming and hanging out. I've been doing live streams for. Let's see, I started doing like YouTube live streams probably in like the late winter of 2021. So I remember, guys, I started doing YouTube streams. I think when I moved to Nashville for a couple of months, and then continued on in Richmond. So I'm coming up on kind of like 2 years of doing these kind of these YouTube streams, you know, as regularly as I've been able to. So I really appreciate, you know, still having 50 people come out, you know, on a Sunday just to hang out with me and listen to music and chat about things and hear what's going on. I always look forward to doing these and getting to see all y'all show up in the comments and hang out. So awesome. I think that's my stream for today. I'll be back Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time for my Sad Boy stream, where I'll be only playing kind of the more serious downer songs that I normally don't play on YouTube streams. So come hang out then. I'm excited to do that. Awesome. And join our Discord. It's a good one. That's it. Thanks, everybody. I will see y'all on Wednesday. I don't have any end screens or videos for this, so it's just going to end. But I'll get my production quality back out on Wednesday for the next stream. So I'll talk to y'all later.